We're just waiting for the music to get turned off here.
March it.
Can we get this off? Welcome to Wroclaw, Poland. We're here watching the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship. We got a match coming up with Israel, who's top in Group E, against Norway.
Early on, just didn't watch the posture, technical on there for the face-off win for Norway. I'm interested to see after we did the Finland game if Norway takes a similar approach trying to settle in, limit the number of possessions, work to their strengths. Working the ball around now.
I did the Norway-Portugal game earlier. Portugal obviously underestimated them, went down 6-0 and weren't able to catch up. Norway was very technically sound in their game against Portugal.
Just an amazingly quick slide there. One small error and maybe getting a little too deep on the dodge before feeding, and the defense of Israel collapsed down quickly right down the field. Little sloppy with the ball handling. Fortunately, a turnover for Israel, right back over to Norway. Norway on the run.
Just over the top left post.
See, I think the teammates already started to celebrate on that one. See if they can capitalize on the confusion. Seen a little bit of sloppy play to open up here. Norway just threw the ball out of bounds. Both Israel and Norway seem to maybe a little too excited to start off this game. Start to settle in. See Israel just, again, another turnover, maybe an unnecessary attempt to feed the ball along to number 7, Jacob Siberlik.
This is one of two games going on. Italy is playing Slovakia on another field that will determine if we end up with a bit of a logjam with 5 teams, a team in each of the groups being undefeated. Israel at the top of Group E.
And just the defense from Israel is suffocating. You can see how quickly their poles have come out, stripped 2 separate players. And a little bit of a mix-up there on making sure they sent back the man, brief man advantage for Israel. Does result in a goal, though. Norway a little slow to get their pole out of the box as they were trying to do the change.
And there was no slide anywhere to be found. He just had a cakewalk up the middle.
It was Ronan who scored that goal, number 3.
A little technical error on the change.
First goal of the game is scored by Team Israel.
Of course, these are the games we're trying to figure out who's going to play in the play-ins. I know that Scotland is sitting on edge, trying to look for one of those third-place entries. There are only 2 of them. There's 12 teams. The top 2 in each of the group stage get an automatic bid into that group of 12, into the play-ins. Tomorrow, the top 4 actually get a bye into the quarterfinal. Not sure how that's going to sort out with possibly having 5 teams undefeated. England just finishing up with a 20-5 win in the previous game we were just watching. Oh.
Another excellent clear by Israel, setting up on the offensive end.
That's Balter. He's dangerous. Balter had quickly had a hat trick the first 3 goals of the game. They were all different highlight reel goals.
And attempted a little bit of a hidden ball trick there. off the post there, shot by Sasha Gannon.
Jack Montfort's going to, oh, there's another ball in the field. See if they notice, any of the players. Jack Montfort's an interesting story. He actually played on the U21 United States team in the U21s in Limerick a few years ago.
Fortunate turnover there for Israel. A little bit of sloppy play to open up here. We've seen some throwaway passes on both the clear. Norway's got the possession. I'm sure they want to keep it settled. Already now underneath the 10-minute mark. Probably a desire to keep a nice settled ball. Try to get something on the board.
Norway is very well coached on the clear. Very few mistakes in any of the games I've seen them.
A beautiful feed there, just a slight misconnect. But a very nice job of not going over by the defenseman of Norway to just sort of push that back, maintain possession. I think for them, maintaining possession is going to be key for this game. They can slow the game down. We have a flag down.
And they just took it out of the box. So they're going to try and get some new personnel on. It's hard because the whistle should be, the ball should be blown in relatively quickly.
And a penalty for Team Israel number 77, Andrew Kruder. Norway, man up.
Norway is still short a man from what I can tell. I see. No, there's Minnesota X. I apologize. They have their man-up unit on. Working it around. A little bit of an open set now, sending someone to the 3, so they're in a 3-3 stack.
You don't see balls get through the middle on Israel very often.
And tough attempt there. I don't know if he got all of it or if it was deflected. He was definitely wide wet, but the goalie wisely just picks it up. I think they'll take their time killing off the penalty. No need to rush that clear.
There is when you're going to get doubled.
Well, resulting now in a little bit of a fast break for Israel.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is a threat to go to the net. You can see that the pole is staying on offense. Penalty has been released. We're now even up. Ball's moving up to the top with Ryan Cohen, who's, oh, we had a moving pick by Fitzpatrick. Ball's quickly going the other way. Cohen trying to do a little can opener trick there. We got to play on push. Jack Montfort's going to carry the ball down into the corner here.
Hard rip there by Israel. See the defenseman trying to clear himself out. Tried to hand it over to the goalie, but did not want to create a turnover, and Israel jumped on the ride. Love seeing an aggressive ride like that. Now pushing back to the goal.
You're curious to see if Cohen played on the box team, Israel's box team in Utica last year. He plays very much like a box player.
Definitely tight and tough.
Haven't said Balter's name much yet, but I'm sure his name will be mentioned quite a few times in this one.
Let's get Jack Montfort back there at X. Seems like they're slowing it down a little bit. I think they want to see what cuts they can create. Set up that one-on-one with the invert we talked about. That is still...
Stick up into the head.
That was a tough one.
And the second goal for Team Israel scored by number
I think the defender
81,
laid
Jack
off a little bit when he
Monfort.
knew he got the first penalty, and that is a personal foul. It's going to sit, and we will have a draw.
Tough dodge there by Jack. You just see him kind of lower his shoulder, got the defender,
So
kind of slid into him.
it was a minor foul, therefore it's wiped out by the goal. Teams will be at even strength.
Nice little move there. I think that by attempting to look back, he freed himself up enough space. Fortunate pass. You know, these possessions are so valuable. You hate seeing a turnover like that.
Osebold is a tough cat to cover. Again, he and Fitzpatrick are not afraid to stay up on offense.
Changing personnel here, it's kind of...
Cannon's got a long pull on him. He's still going to try to dodge.
Certainly able to generate torque on the shot, but I think he had lost the angle by the time he let it go.
He had some good, the long pole had some good checks on him. He's trying to push off. Gannon was trying to push off a little and get an advantage on the pole in his cut. A little bit of gamesmanship.
So we see Norway stay disciplined with the defense so far. Nice dodge there. Oh. Israel's shots. The second time we've had someone a little wide left or wide right on these shots. Certainly some torque. It was a good look.
They'll fix the sights. Just takes a little bit sometimes with them.
I think the defender fell asleep a little bit there. Nice little fake curl move there and turn right back and dunk the ball.
That's Jack Monfort again.
Jack Monfort.
All right, I'm trying to look up some of the other scores going on for those who are interested. Since it is play-in time, we have Slovakia down to Italy, 8-3. And Denmark is down to Greece, 9-4. Slovakia needs a victory over Italy. They would need some help in order to sneak into that third position. They'd have to keep the game really close. One of those two third-place spots that's going to advance. Ori Bardavid backing off into the corner. Looks like, oh, I thought it was a 1-4-1. Norwegian defenders are getting a good job getting on the players as they tend to want to jump to shoot. In that case, he was backing up, got a push on him, fired high.
As soon as Israel moves it around, they're going to test the goalie a bit more. I think at this moment, as we pointed out earlier, a little bit off the mark. As you said, they'll calibrate. I'm certainly of the belief they're going to test that goalie more as it goes along. With the ball right now, moving it back around.
Suberlicht and Ido Bardavid playing a little catch.
Again, off the mark there from Ori Bardavid. But I think he's had 3 rips there. He's certainly going to, at some point, find the net. Getting clean looks there from that slot spot.
Oh. Colin had a little slip up. You will see Colin play up high, and you will see him play from X back there. See Jack Montfort heading back there.
David. A little bit of fake dodge there just to get himself low, to get a nice clean look at the goal. Again, a little off to the right. He's going to find that mark at some point and really test the goal. There's a lot of power behind that shot. He's got the shorty out of this spot, so he wants to look. Now coming across the field, see the slide come.
We are at 10 seconds in the quarter. Fitzpatrick going to try and shoot.
You got to imagine he's going to let it go soon.
Based on Balter's reaction, he wanted the ball.
Israel 3, Norway 0.
They'll have a discussion back at the bench. All right, we're going to tune off for 2 minutes. Be right back. Welcome back to Wroclaw, Poland. We're about to start the second quarter of our match between Israel and Norway. Israel has controlled most of the play this quarter. They've probably gone back to fix the sights on their sticks, as their shooting percentage on net has dropped dramatically. We do have other play-on games going on. I was just glancing over at the Slovakia-Italy game with Italy up 10 goals on Slovakia.
Let's see if Norway now can keep the possession. You know, they've got jammed up in the past as they move it around. They certainly, I think, wants to challenge the shorty. Taking it down the left alley. Unfortunate ball handling error there out of the attackman, creating a turnover.
Israel's defensive midfielder are quite spectacular.
You see their ability to create space, how the midi drifted over into the deep alley. Excellent clearing work by Israel. It's your point. They don't just quickly run off. They kind of make sure that don't lose an opportunity and then do their change.
And it's going to wait till the change is complete. I can't help feeling Balter's going to wake up.
Certainly been a couple shots, as you said, just finding that mark.
You saw there, Sasha Gannon was actually trying to look up to Balter. Norwegian defense stepped up. No look pass from
beautiful look
from Jack Montfort to is that Cohen cutting across the middle?
By number 6, Sasha Gannon.
Well, Sasha Gannon Watch the Nola pass here. He's actually looking towards us.
I think for Norway, if they want to keep it in the game, they're going to have to make sure they've actually held off all right on the faceoffs. They've had possessions. Maintaining that possession becomes a challenge for them. They've had Israel's poles up on there, stripping them.
I'm not sure if face-offs are the strongest point for Israel.
They did pick it up here. But again, turnover on the face.
Oh, Israel's up at 73% on face-offs.
I think that's an instance where the Norway players are a little bit confused on the box, that they were already released. Good attempt at the feed in the crease, I believe.
Crease violation, yep.
You know, in games like this, it's always challenging when you're playing an experienced team that has a lot of reps together. You're trying to look for a spark, find the right plays. Certainly winning faceoffs, as we've seen, is a huge facet of this. Clearing the ball, but then maintaining possession. You don't want a team that is loaded with talent to run off on you. So, in that sense, Norway, there's no rush. Without a clock, I think Norway has to be nice and patient about this. They want to play the game in this. There's no stall in the back half of the field right now, so it's just a matter of finding that guy.
And without a shot clock, there is no rush to get it up there.
Nice clear, the nice patient look there. Step around.
I'm not sure whether by the Worlds in Japan, whether the shot clock will be in. They've been threatening for a while.
So what they've been telling me was that it was going to be in for there, but what a nice little spin move. Unable to keep the handle before he let the shot go. Nice spin through traffic, though.
Nicely covered by Grund Otsner. He called a timeout.
A timeout there. I think someone was calling for a moving pick as it was going on.
As it was going on.
Into our confusion, but not quite.
These are the only two games going on. The Slovakia game is now, Slovakia and Italy is now 15-4 for Slovakia. We have a 4-0 game here with Israel with 10 minutes left in the half. It's not that Norway's doing anything horrible.
No, I think for Norway, they've got to put the ball behind the net, and the manner in which they do that's going to have to be maybe catching an over-aggressive player from Israel, but certainly they want to remain patient. Israel's proven that on a turnover they can run, and they have the firepower, so they do not want to be in a horse race with Israel.
Yeah, Norway is defending actually quite well. I mean, that is only 4 goals in 20 minutes. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
And I think on the opposite side, if you're Israel, you don't want to give any steam to Norway. You want to methodically be putting them apart. So it's kind of...
We saw Scotland do that in the first half of the Israel-Scotland game the other night. They came back to within 1 goal at the half. I think they scored 2 goals in the last 30 seconds.
Norway working the ball around now. Back on X. Again, they've had a couple of these little turnovers. Missed ball here, picked up ball here. And Israel's on the run.
We got a fast break here.
That was I don't know if the defender or the goalie at this time.
Robin Sitter got it right in the thigh.
I think the second shot was just off mark. Israel did such a great job of getting their numbers there.
Yeah, Marport's going to bring in from the back corner. Flaypan's going to go for a little stroll on the top. They're probably waiting to change here. Silberlicht is standing at center. Still changing.
You know, considering how fast they are, I would thought that they would have had a little bit more sense of an urgency on their changes. They've been very slow, methodical on it. I guess their thought process is they're going to get their looks. They want to just get the personnel on.
Yeah, this is a different look than we saw against Scotland. Scotland plays a little bit of a different game too. Now they've got a stall call on. They've got to keep it inside the box. That's outside the
Again,
box.
another
so.
unforced turnover. We've seen quite a few of these so far in the game on both sides of the ball.
Nice try.
Good attempt on a call there. Not going to happen. If anything, the player should probably be a little bit mindful not to try to coach the ref.
Yeah. They start to ignore you after a little while.
Yeah.
And the penalty for Israel, number 42, Aiden Hausenbold. Man up, Team Norway.
Did they call that a 30 interference because he was more than 9 feet, or did they give you a legal body check? Good question. We'll find out.
Looking around at that 3-3 style. You can see the turf monster. I've seen it twice now so far today. This is not field turf. It's kind of a hybrid, and some of the players are still wearing cleats as opposed to turf shoes, and you can see it gives out on them. It's a slicker surface.
Certainly was when it was damp.
And an unfortunate turnover by Norway.
There's Fitzpatrick. He's going to go for a run. Soberlicht has seen that move a few times. Oh, it was a personal. The player is still sitting. They're just going to stand there and let the penalty run out.
I think you talked about this earlier about not attempting to double. I think Norway's perfectly happy winning the clock run, trying to keep this a low-scoring game, hoping they get a mini run in.
Absolutely.
It seems like a little bit of confusion on the personnel change here in Israel. Finally got it worked out.
Fruling is a bit of a playmaker.
Seems that they're taking Jacob off. Sending in Ori Bardia.
Now they're going to put a stall on because of that. No urgency there. Standing around with the ball, watching the player change. So in international, you have to keep it inside the restraining line. You don't have to go to the net. You just have to keep it in.
Excellent stop by the goalkeeper there. I think that Sasha Gannon did a very good job of bringing his body across the front, just a little off.
Wondering whether the referee was going to check with the goaltender, as he did take that in the face.
Seeing Ryan Cohen take the ball to the corner.
The stall call is still on. Does not end until there's a change of possession.
That was just a beautiful feed over to Sasha Gannon to finish. But I think the fake shot, the rotation around, pull the defense, beautiful work there by Israel.
This is a play I've done all. This is my fourth Israel game doing, and I've seen that constantly. That
Wonderful
skip
ball
pass to the
movement.
crease, they just find the defender asleep in the middle.
Such a good job of sucking the defense out. You think there's a shooter there, and you're trying to get the close out, and then just sending the backside guy down there. Not crowding the crease, not multiple players there, just very well spaced and coached there. So a 5-0 game. And the face, Norway has won another face, but just mistakes like there,
Good
Norway's
pickup.
able to pick it up.
Yeah, he's a pinch and pop guy. He's been able to get it into his stick.
It's unfortunate. I think Norway, it's maybe the nerves. Just saying, Israel is obviously a very experienced team. You see ball goes down, a couple errant passes there. Now Israel has possession.
That is a procedure. You cannot call a timeout. Oh, they are on the offensive side. Sorry. Saw the bench jumping up and down.
Yeah, I was admittedly a little bit confused. They were very excited. I wasn't sure what took place on the sideline there, but again, Norway's played as well as you need to play off the face. It's the play that comes right after that, the ability to cleanly move the ball around, maybe nerves or just a level of experience, in these situations, to feel comfortable moving it quickly around on the clear. We've seen certainly Israel has that level of confidence, and the score would probably be a lot more lopsided if they were putting the ball on net. They've been capable of finding the looks. Their ability to find the backside for shots and looks is just quite impressive to watch.
I am checking the schedules to see what's been posted. We have had some postings of games tomorrow. If people are listening in from the other teams, Sweden will be playing at 11:30 tomorrow morning against whoever the 13 seed is. Big game at 12:20 on field 2 will be France and Switzerland. The Netherlands will be playing at 14:50 against the 19 seed. Croatia will be playing against the 18 seed at 15:40. And Latvia, who finished second in that Group A, will be playing at 17:20 against the 11 seed. Find it odd that Latvia is playing such a high seed.
They're being very patient moving it around here.
Oh, I understand now. It's only the top 12 that are in the playoff play-in. The others are placement play-in games.
Oh, tough shot by Ronan there. I think he had the lefty rip there. The goalie went down. He thought he stopped it and just trickled through.
Player number 3, Ronan Abramovich, scores another goal for Team Israel.
Yep, the unfortunate bounce there. We had an interesting one yesterday with the long pole on Germany putting it into the top corner of his own net.
Oh.
We had the little argument of whose goal it was, and he thought it was the shooter, and I said, no, I'm pretty sure it's the in-homes.
Is it the in-homes?
It's the in-homes.
I've seen it, Notre Dame's championship year opened up with a goal like that.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the first goal of the season.
Oh,
Well,
that's withholding. It's already withholding when the ball stays in the stick like that. I'm not sure he needed to do that. Oh,
that was a beautiful goal there by Jack Monfort.
A little walk the dog.
Yeah, just a toe drag, just done so nicely there, bringing it back up.
Yeah. He's going to do a little walk the dog, up and around. Not much the goaltender can do on that one.
Excellent work there. Showing his Yale and John Hopkins skills there.
Yale had a good run a few years ago. I didn't see where they were this year.
Yale the Polish team had a player on their national team from Yale. So figure the last national championship for them was maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And Tevlin on that group and a really loaded group. I think they had a little bit of a struggle this year in the Ivy League. I think Princeton's reemergence has played off with that. You see the talent kind of go around.
Cornell certainly had a great run.
I mean, I think what's scary about Cornell is even with Kirst gone, that number 2 scorer looked amazing down the stretch.
Oh, wait till Willem Firth gets going.
Yeah, I was amazed that Kirst looked as good as he was, and apparently was playing with a broken hand. That's a heck of a feat. This is a good possession though for Norway. If they can continue to move the ball around, be patient. They've had, unfortunately, right there, I think as the more they go on, Israel's defense, as you pointed out earlier, from the short stick middies to the long poles, they are just solid across the board. You know,
Yeah, we're going to slow down here.
minute left in the second, and a
Gonna-
7-0 lead for Israel.
They're going to play for the last shot here.
Sasha Gannon coming on to change for the pole.
Rosenbold doesn't seem like he's in a hurry.
One other change. At 42 seconds, they have more than enough time. They're going to get on Ori Bar David, come onto the field.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised they haven't told him to keep it in with that change. And they did.
30 seconds left in the second period of the game before we get into the halftime with the score 0-7.
And you can see, because they've been so successful, those backside feeds as they sweep from the wing, how the defenders have had to stay to the far pipe.
Oh, there's a fumble.
Hidden Fruling.
Still over 10
fumbling with
seconds.
that. More than enough time for them to get something. But again,
Bit of a show
tough
shot
angle,
there.
but credit for the fact that he was able to not turn over the ball on the feed. And that was just an incredible feed. The shot just to mark off. I mean, these are tight feeds from a distance they're putting in there.
I think the first one, Gannon was looking for a push. He got up and looked at the official.
That's the end of the first
The
half.
second one he
Gannon
just
in
missed.
top post.
Norway and
All right, we're going to
Israel.
duck off for 10
Score is
minutes.
now
We'll be right back.
0, Israel 7, and we'll be back soon.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
Welcome back to Wroclaw, Poland. We're now set for the second half of our match, our last match of the day here. In Group E, we have Israel and Norway.
Getting back to the game with the score: Israel 7, Norway nothing.
Oh wait, oh.
We've just begun the
Israel wins the face-off. Settles the ball in here. Oh shit, that's Greece.
You're doing a slow change here. Siberlicht has the ball up high. Oh, another hidden ball trick. Israel's going to settle down until they get their full change on they want. Ryan Cohen setting up in the back. He's going to take on the pole, roll it back to Ori Bar David. Not sure what happened there. I assume it was an interference. Ball starting up the top with number 4, Hotnes. Halverson's going to move it back down behind the net. They're going to try and hold for some possession here.
Norway getting the ball here, moving it around, gonna try to get some clock and look for the best shot.
They're going to move the ball around again, but it's so tight in there. Little opportunity off the slip.
Norway working the ball behind, looking for a matchup up top.
Good possession. I'm sure the defense is happy about this, getting a little break, although we are at the start of the quarter. An ill-advised dodge.
Israel taking it, ball doesn't go the other way. Getting their offensive personnel on, looking to take some time off the clock. Shot missed by Matthew Balter.
Matthew Balter's had a quiet night tonight. Of course, yesterday he was a human highlight reel. Israel will set up and try and trap you against the sideline on your clear. They have had success dodging through the middle. They might try and ball taxi it here, but I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Norway get it over.
Great patience by Norway.
With no time to clear the ball, a really good job by Norway, taking their time.
We got a shorty trapped up top.
Moves it down low, up to Grundy.
It's a nice cut. Nice backside cut. Fender had a stick on him.
Yeah, but you gotta catch that. If you're in Norway, you gotta catch that and put that in the back of the net.
We got a free clear on a...
It's going to be a penalty against Team Denmark, number 2, Martin Melander Larsen. 1 minute.
Israel will be man up here. Let's see what they can do.
Watch for Balter on the backside and a skip pass. Oh, there we go.
Hidden ball trick, and then move it down low. Skip pass. Just right.
We saw a lot of that, a lot of those shots in the first half.
Another hidden ball trick. As Israel has the ball up top, moves it down low. Skip pass. Great save.
Youngberg on the save.
Edvard on the save, really. He's been hard to keep up, but he's been doing pretty good today.
Penalty's going to be released if it hasn't already been released. Yeah, the chair is empty. We are even. Oh, the stall call. It's probably the 5th stall we've seen in this game already. Cohen found his foot found the crease.
And Norway will clear this. Will try to clear this ball.
Norway's really patient on the clears.
Yeah, it's really good to take your time when you can. You have infinite time to get the ball over.
Yeah, without the shot clock, you can take all the time in the world.
Yeah, well that goes against their. It's hard for them to keep up with Israel because they can just hold the ball all game when they get the ball.
A little shadow work there. Even the Poles are active, cutting off the attack if you're watching in the offensive zone. Oh.
Norway drops the ball, getting Israel pushing the tempo.
Not sure what the whistle was for that. It wasn't over and back. The ball had never been established over the restraining line.
Yeah, I believe the ball maybe went out of bounds.
Ah. Another slow change. See how quick the referees are to bring up a stall here. Balter engaging. Good defending by number 7.
Great defense.
Alstad forcing the bad pass there with a good wrap on the arm.
Yeah, sometimes those skip passes are not should not be thrown over like 3 defenders, and it's really easy to pick that off if you telegraph it.
Saw a collision happening there. Great pickup.
Oh, Norway.
Oh, I think
Slips.
did he step out or did we have a timeout
Yeah.
call? Out of bounds. Ooh.
Andrew slipped out of bounds. Really, you can't be doing that. If Norway wants to get back in this game, they can't have those careless turnovers.
Less careless and more unfortunate.
Yeah, I've played on this turf before. It's really slippery.
Ball's going to start at the top with Flaypan. And we see another player slip.
So many people are during this tournament. There's been numerous people slipping. It's crazy.
Player's going to take his time and get the ball that went way out of bounds instead of the one down the line.
Yeah, Israel looking to take some time off the clock, kill some game time, so Norway doesn't have time to put some in the back of the net.
Norway doing a good job pushing the player out.
Yeah, good job, good on Norway for
Henriksen,
realizing that early.
Henriksen matched feet there very well.
Yeah, that was really good defense, especially out there. If a pole's out there, you're taught it's a short stick to take him, but his feet were really fast there, and he couldn't have Got it.
Oh, there's a forced skip pass.
Yeah, Israel just throws it away.
I think Ori Bardavid got a check on the arm as he was trying to make that pass.
Yeah, it's really hard to throw if you're a short stick and you have pull on your hands. Norway picking up the pace.
He does have a shorty on while they're going to switch off. Timeout call? We have a timeout call. Assume we have a timeout call by Norway. We have a discussion going at the top. We had an offside.
It's going Israel ball.
No rush up the field this time. Stop the clock. Are they offside or have they not completed a change, is the question.
No,
No.
there's a timeout for Team Norway.
Norway takes a timeout here.
We thank the announcer for letting us know what's going on.
Yep.
All right, Norway seems a little bit rattled at this time, don't you think?
Yeah, they're making some turnovers, like slipping on the field and just throwing away passes. They're kind of getting the jitters because Israel's really got them like destroyed.
Well, you're down 7 goals, you're into the third quarter, and you're trying to make things happen.
Yeah, they're trying to get some momentum going, but Israel's been doing a great job on defense of stopping that. Norway's doing a good job of trying to rush them to clear
That
the
was
ball.
interesting. Why did he turn back into the when he had the? That's going to be an offside. Well, the referee chose to ignore that.
Wow.
Game management.
Yeah, the refs have been kind of making some weird calls this tournament.
No, great no-look pass.
And we're getting a flag on Norway, I believe.
Balter's usually money on those.
Yeah, I feel like it was a good pass, but they just dropped it.
I think the push on the play might have been the reason.
Timeout
Yeah.
for Team Israel.
Israel's going to call a timeout. We have a 30-second minor infraction for a push. So what do you think Norway has to do in order to crawl back into this game?
I think Norway has to take their possessions slowly and take the best shot. Like, they should be hunting shorties with their best players, like Grunde, and just taking the shorties and finishing.
Yeah, their leading scorer, number 23, Andrew Buck, seems to be invisible.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing anything the whole game. They've really got to value their possessions more. And they have to force Israel to make some bad passes like the skip ones, and they have to intercept those more too.
Yeah, active sticks in the middle can really disrupt those skip passes.
Yeah.
Israel's doing a good job of doing the no-look skip pass. I don't know if you've noticed where the passer's head is looking when they're passing.
Yeah, they're doing really good in no-look passes and a lot of hidden ball tricks too to keep Norway's defense on their feet.
It's interesting. We watch that attempt at hidden ball tricks, and it's almost a token effort. Each time, I've yet to see one work.
Yeah, they just keep running it, hoping it'll work.
Oh, touching the referee's hat. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Play's blown in. Balter's going to roll back into the corner. Haven't heard much of Cohen's name.
Another hidden ball trick. Great pass.
There's Balter's shot.
Even better finish.
That's just a quick pass down to Balter, and Balter's low to high over the goaltender's shoulder on the short side.
Yeah, Norway's got to have. That was a great no-look pass, but Norway's You got to be on their feet for that. They have to have their sticks everywhere.
Goals or penalties are released on goals, minor infraction penalties that is. All personal ones are time served and you don't get out. Norway was doing okay in the face-off
Yeah,
to
they've been
start. We'll see. They weren't always. Draw guy would get the ball and they wouldn't get the possession. They got enough fortunate possession there.
Here we go. Let's see how Norway does.
Oh, fortunate change behind the play.
Yeah, that really saved them. That was a real. They were trying to push it, but something you got to connect on those passes.
I like the push by Osted to the middle. He rolled inside on the long pole. If somebody had popped up for him, he might have had a nice pass there.
Yeah, if somebody was cutting on the backside there.
Yep. He certainly could have been a threat to draw a player. Again, slow change, gonna work the ball around.
Yeah, they're trying to take their time here, force Norway to play them out.
Again, they're gonna force them to put the stall on here. As an official, I might start to get frustrated with the amount of time that they're taking to leisurely do their change.
Yeah, I would have called a stall. Oh no, he's gonna take him.
Little face dodge, right into the goalie's stick.
Ronan just right, Carroll's shot, right to the stick.
That was
of Edward.
Abramovich. I haven't called Abramovich's name much this game.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing too much.
I think Israel's going to start to roll their bench through.
Yeah, Israel's gonna try to get all their younger players in, everybody who's sitting at the end of the bench, to get to some of them some more experience and everything.
Of course, Cohen is still in the game. Cohen and Montfort.
Great shot. Really good fake before and just sticks it to the back of the net.
Goal for Team Israel scored by player number 91, Ryan Cohen.
All right. See if Norway can pick up another draw.
Yeah, winning these face-offs here will be crucial for Norway if they want to get back in here. They only got 30 seconds.
We were talking earlier in the game. I was talking with your father about the fact that sixes is going to the Olympics. And
Yeah.
sixes, of course, we're going to lose all of these technical positions, all the long poles.
Yeah, I don't like sixes as much as traditional field lacrosse.
And why is that?
Because, like, I feel like a face-off is like one of the best parts of the game. And without that, like, I feel like it's just gonna be less like fun. I like face-offs a lot.
We had a discussion about the field that we're watching now and the sixes, and one of the concerns that your father and I were talking about was, well, hold on, we'll watch this dodge around by Cohen again.
Oh!
We had a whistle before the goal went in. No
Waving
goal.
off the goal.
He's really waving. He almost took off.
No goal from the last play.
We were thinking that, for you obviously grew up with the game. So you've always been able to see all of the things that are going on. You don't walk into a field and say, why are there guys walking around with 6-foot sticks? So the average fan who's going to go in and look at their first lacrosse game, because this game can tend to be a very technical game, will be asking a lot of questions. Why can't those guys cross center? Why are things? I have a feeling that the sixes is brought in as a something that somebody who watches basketball being a very popular sport, it would be very similar to that, where you're going to have six players and 6 players. There is no center line, so we're not worried about offsides. It's a continual play. We don't have to explain that having a really good face-off guy is going to get you the possessions.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to appeal more to the person who doesn't watch lacrosse and get more new fans. Because without, after you score and you're transitioning to a face-off, it usually takes, like a minute or two, and like that might turn off some fans. So I think the more fast-paced play, it translates better to more fans.
Exactly. Taking the ball from the crease after the goal is going to speed up that play. Have you actually played in a sixes game yet?
No, I haven't. Actually, yeah, I have. I haven't played in sixes. I played in a sixes tournament with some of my
How
friends.
did you like it?
I liked it field better, but it was still fun.
What's your natural position?
Midi.
Okay, I'm a midi too. I keep thinking they made the sixes for me.
Yeah, just 'cause they're running down, run up and down all the time, and the field is so much smaller. So it's like you don't have to run as much, which is better.
All right, we're getting ready. All right, we're in Wroclaw, Poland, watching the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship. We're heading into the fourth quarter with Israel leading Norway 9-0, and this is the last game in Group E. Israel's looking to wrap up that spot at the top of Group E and hopefully get one of those spots into the quarterfinal. I think it's pretty safe to say that they will get one of those 4 spots and get the day off tomorrow, I think, which is crucial.
Yeah, playing games day after day really can take a toll on some players and create injuries. That one day off is going to really help Israel relax. As Cohen hits one off the side of the net. And it's going Norway ball.
There's a moving pick call there. Another ball rolling onto the field. Not sure where that came from. There are no games going on.
Yeah, it's confusing.
We did have that down in field 3 frequently. Balls from field 2 would make their way over.
Israel locking everybody off.
Norway is very, very disciplined on their clears.
Yeah, they like to take their time, don't make stupid passes.
It's funny once you get down, you think there'd be players might get away from that and rush the ball up, but they've stayed true to what they've been coached to do and how they've been successful. And there it is, perfect.
Clear. Norway has been doing really good. Their success rate on their clears has been really high so far.
Always nice to be able to take some positives out of a game like this. Norway, after this, will be looking to stay in that group of teams that plays from 8th to 21st. Of course, they are eligible, or they will get buys into the Division II World Championships that are going to be held the same year as the other championships in Japan.
Yeah, that's going to be nice for the teams that aren't like top 8, still getting some reps in practicing.
The European qualifying tournament here is going to have 14 teams qualify in the Division II Championship, which is yet to be determined where it's going to be hosted. We're actually hoping it's hosted here.
Yeah, that would be nice. Norway takes the ball away.
Summer over here is hoping it's hosted here as well. She wasn't listening to me. She just gave me the blank stare. Again, Norway looking for the right thing to do. Always good to practice what you've learned.
Yeah, again, in a blowout, you want to like practice things that like you haven't you're not the best at. It's better like overall in a blowout, like if you're the winning team, you don't take a lot out of the game because you just destroy a team. But as a losing team, you could still practice some things that you haven't done before. Norway setting up a dodge here.
Not with the long pole in front of him. Now we've got the short stick match and we have a pass into the feet.
That's what Norway needs to clean up. They need to clean up their passing. It's been super inconsistent throughout this game.
Doesn't seem to want to exploit that short stick there.
Instead takes on the pole, splits the double.
That was a nice little spin.
Yeah, that was really good, but then the shot.
Rosenbold going for the lift as he reached around the player and he just spun with it.
Yeah, that's a really good play.
Norway getting some offensive possession, giving their defense a break. You can see the goaltender down on his knees. He's had a busy night.
Grundy working on his pole, moves it.
Tries a little duck dodge.
And then again, another bad pass. And they throw a ball, and Israel gets the ball.
Drew Morris is gonna, he makes the bomb.
Great pass over
Gannon
to
standing
Sascha.
at center. And we're gonna get the slow change again. We are under 10 minutes in this match from Group E.
Israel's going to look to take as much time off the clock without looking too suspicious to get a stall call from the ref.
This is the actual last game in all of the group play, so everything has to be sorted out this evening, so teams know when to show up at the field tomorrow. It's pretty safe to say Israel may not need to show up at the field unless they want to come and scout. England is more than likely not going to be here and will be able to pass on to the quarters.
Yeah. Great goal. Cohen takes him lefty from behind.
Yeah, it's just a little sweep pole. I think we're seeing a little bit of fatigue on the defense there on Norway.
Yeah, when you're in a blowout, it really takes the team morale down.
So if you're a fan waiting to see what's going on, I'm not sure how long it's going to take to have that Tuesday schedule up. I'm curious to see which one of those undefeated teams doesn't get the bye to the quarter.
Yeah, that would be really interesting.
My understanding is it may be Ireland. Ireland only getting to play 3 games.
Yeah, most likely. And there will be a penalty on Norway, I believe.
Yeah, number 23, their top scorer so far in the tournament. Andrew Buck is going to be heading off. I believe they only called him for a holding. The stick was up in his face.
Penalty, Team Norway, number 23, Andrew Scott Buck.
This will be a 30-second minor foul.
Let's see if Israel decides to take a shot on this possession.
Whether they use to manage the time. I think you have to take the shot if you get a clear shot.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. And they're feeding Abramovich, who hasn't had a whole lot of field time today.
And we're all even. Sascha steps in, but hits the top of the post.
Gannon shooting a little high there. He'll reset his sights. Got that slow clear.
Israel chopping time off the clock.
Oh, I'm pretty sure about right now they're going to get a stall call.
Yep.
They bring that ball outside the
Shorty.
restraining line.
Yeah, if you just stand there with the ball and not do anything, you're gonna get a stall call. Oh, but Gannon gets the ball back after a pass. Skip pass.
Balder's going to swing it up top. Do a no look to back of the net.
Yeah, Israel's been doing really good on these no
That's in the
passes.
side of the net. Oh,
They get it back.
there's a nasty move. Jack Mofford actually reaching in to scoop the ball off the bounce off the net. You can't reach into the crease and pick up the ball. You just can't step into it.
Oh, great stop by Edvard.
We have a crease violation. That'll be Norway ball. We do have a fast breakup. See if they can turn this into a goal.
Another bad pass from Norway. Turn the ball over.
And there's no shot clock. There's no race to get it up the field. Although the officials will, at some point, tell them to get it in if they feel that they're not making an effort to go forward.
Yeah, that's good. Because if that wasn't a call, they would just be holding it all game.
Yep. People seem to think that you can only make a stall call when they're in the offensive end, and that is absolutely untrue.
Yep.
Last 5 minutes of the game of the day between Israel and Norway.
I think Norway is going to take some positives from this game. Their clear certainly is one of the better clears we've seen all week. Their draws are good. They didn't always pick up the draw coming out of there, but you got some pretty big studs on the Israeli team coming in on those draws.
Yeah, Norway could really. They have a lot of things to improve upon, but they have also been doing a lot good.
And they're going to stick to their clears. What's worked for them. Ooh, I'm not sure ball taxi is one of the ones the coach has taught you.
Yeah.
Good recovery. Good scoop up by Haddad. Haddad's going to carry it out over on his own.
And Norway clears it.
We have a timeout.
Timeout Norway.
Team Norway. So you're the coach. What are you going to talk about?
I'm telling them to keep their possession, make smart passes, and hunt for a shorty. Because usually, like when they get possession, it's not for too long because they just immediately throw the ball away, trying to like make a stupid pass. They should really value their possession.
Do you think that a goal is going to be a big confidence booster for them? Because they are going forward. They are going to play in placement games.
Yeah, I think a goal would really give them the team some morale. Because imagine losing like 10-0, getting destroyed. That would be horrible. But if you have at least one goal, there's something to show for. And I feel like the whole team would feel a lot better.
Yeah, anything positive you can take into your placement game. You want to finish as high as possible. Not just to qualify for the Division II Worlds in 2027, but for the sake of the players, you want something positive to go into, the rest of this tournament and in the future. All right. Norway's got their personnel on the field.
Let's see what they do with this possession.
And Israel has pulled off some of their starters here. Oh no, Hosenbold's still on. No, that's 12. Sorry, not 42.
Yeah, Israel getting deep into their bench. And Norway moving the ball fast.
Nice opportunity. You got the short sticks up on the top.
Shot.
We
Great
do have
save.
a flag, so we are going to have a man-up situation as well. That was a nice shot.
Great stop, too.
Drew Morris just going down at his feet to pick off that ball. He's got a very quick stick.
Yeah, he's had a great night.
Penalty against Team Israel, man up Team Norway.
All right, see if they can take advantage of this. Buck's on the left post. He is their leading scorer. He does have a short stick on him. See if they can make a skip pass down through. Tough to get through the middle, but there is a shorty there.
There's the cutter. Moving the ball around, see if they can get a shot off. Almost lose the ball. But they recover it.
There's Buck.
Rips it.
Oh, right into his
to the
stick. Playing catch with a goalie. Never a good thing.
Yeah.
Gannon just going to kill, or is he actually going to shoot?
Ooh, the pass is hit by a Norway stick.
I think they're really trying to feed Ronan Abramovich. That's
Yeah, they were. I think they were. He was definitely trying to feed that.
Two minutes left in the game, so the clocks will be stopped at every whistle.
And Norway clear pretty effortlessly. Somebody from behind.
They seem to be wanting to feed Abramovich. I assumed that he hadn't scored, but he does have 3 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, he's been doing great tonight.
Oh, there's a wasted opportunity off the top of the stick.
Yeah, Israel's been doing a great job in breaking up those skip passes.
Buck's going to give a little pressure here. I'm not sure I'd put too much effort into it.
They're just trying to force the ball out of Drew's stick. And look like they're just going to make Buck run back and forth.
And we're into the last minute here. They tell him to get it in. Yep. There's a stall called from the backfield. They do have to make an effort to get it over that line, that restraining line. I think you'll get a token effort from Norway here.
And now Israel looking to just run out the rest of the clock.
30 seconds left.
Again, we do see Israel using their whole bench now.
It's nice to get the end of the bench some reps, get them feeling better.
10 seconds left until the end of the game between Norway and Israel.
And the game is over. Israel wins 10-0.
And that was the last
And that's it.
whistle in the game between Team Israel
That
and
is the
Norway, ending
last
the
in the
score
group
of
stages.
Israel 10, Norway 0.
Israel
Thank you very
10,
much. See
Norway
you tomorrow
nothing.
with the other
We'll
games.
see you tomorrow. For those fans interested, you can go on to World Lacrosse and check out the matchups for tomorrow. I'm sure I'm eager to see who's going to be playing who tomorrow. We already know that France is playing Switzerland, and Czechia will be playing Wales in the last game in the evening. Thank you for listening. Good night.